Thank you for giving us some grace. Last week, we took the weekend off or the Friday morning off because we were all sick. And as I'm talking to people daily, I think the whole world is sick right now. Like everybody I talk to is sick. So I hope everyone out there who's listening to us, I hope you're using this as a good time to rest and get your body all charged up for 2022. Um, so on top of mine today, we were going to talk about, Dani had a really great idea to talk about what our words are for the year of 2022. What's your one word that you're going to focus on? And hey, before we start that, if you want to tell us what your word is, just go to
Yes.
streamyard.com/Facebook, and then we can see your name here in the chat and we can pop it up and you can tell the world what your word is. Because if you're not telling people what you're up to, how's it going to happen? It happens when you write it, you speak it, you visualize it, you manifest it into your life. So come on here with us and chat with us. So, Dani, what is your word for the year?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to borrow Melissa's word. Is that okay?
Hey,
Balance.
I borrowed love from you a lot.
Balance, balance,
Here.
balance, balance, balance. So I've been in bed with a cold and I had to quarantine for my family because they want to make sure it wasn't COVID. I had 2 negative COVID tests, so thank God. But I watched all 7 seasons of Queer Eye on Netflix. All 7. It was fantastic. And those people were so nice and they're so kind. I just have like they're all chatting to me now. And I think that I work a lot. I love what I do. I love helping people. And but what that show showed me is they talk about mindset, your house design, but I'm kind of and then food, like actually using a recipe to make healthy, good tasting food for my family. I've just got to do it, girlfriends. And, keeping up with your personal appearance and then clothes. And so, guess what? I bought colored leggings. I know that Tan would really want me to put pants on, but I don't want to. And so balance, balance, balance. And the reason how that ties into my business is I spend an entire week not thinking about work.
Good for you.
Like, who knew that was even possible? It was really actually kind of fun to be quarantined. But the point is it really cleared my head to take a break, a long, long break. No wonder I need balance. I need all these things to kind of pull me away from work and improve my life even more. So I thought, well, I'm going to borrow Melissa's word balance for the year and really be intentional about putting these things into my life as a priority. There.
Yay. Good for you. I'm so happy for you.
I love that show. I cry every time.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
every
absolutely.
time I cry, because you could just sense the wholeness of the person. They feel heard, they feel seen, and they never make them feel like they were worse off before or anything. And it's such a beautiful human relationship. I love that show. That's so funny. You did watch all 7 seasons. So did you find yourself like rearranging your house or
No, but to me, order really makes sense. So I'm going to tackle my office, which is behind me.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. My word for the year is purposeful and very aligned with intentional, right? Just a little bit more of a gust. I have a tendency to be cerebral. Like I have a research mindset. When I am aiming for something, I want to do it to such a high improve, capacity that I really want to make sure I have everything lined up. And in purpose, it's a balance of having a plan and your intuition being just right right? Like me, I think often of what you say, Dani, about meeting them at the path, right? I always think my destiny is meeting me at the path. I don't have to go chase her down. She's literally coming towards me. So I just have the patience and the purpose to walk towards her as well. So that is my word, and it centers around my entire goal as an entrepreneur is to be driven in purpose, but not the way purpose is designed. The assumption is, again, I want to paint that picture. I'm on the path, she's on the path, we're waiting to hug. That's what we're doing. Me and Destiny about to hug it out
Yes.
for
Yay. Beautiful.
2022. That's the goal.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so everyone, we're here every Friday at 9:30, and we normally have a guest. But on the top of every month, instead of having a special guest come in, we highlight one of us. So this week, we are getting to chat with the wonderful Morrison. Because you have some things going on in 2020. I mean, like 2021, right? I think for you was like your year, right? So like 2022 is probably going to be like wowzer. So
Excuse
we
me.
are so excited to hear from you today.
Except that we need your word.
Oh my
Yes,
word.
thank you, Dani. I was
Oh,
gonna say, what are you doing there? Why are you escaping us?
oh, I get so excited. I get so excited that I forget. So my word actually is clarity, because if anyone out there's listening, they know I've been going through, this for the last year. And so I just really wanted some clarity in my life. Like, where am I supposed to be? What is my purpose in this world? Why did God put me here? And what am I supposed to be doing?
Mm,
And sharing with everyone. So clarity is my word, and it's really fun. It's a really fun word because I'm a white personality, and so I'm very logical. And so if I don't have clarity, then I don't have any logic.
mm.
Right? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, that
So
totally makes
so
sense.
yeah, so clarification in my world is it's gonna be 2022, I feel like, is going to be the year for a lot of people. So, with that said, just a reminder to come chat with us and go to streamyard.com. I put it in the comments there so you can see that. And wonderful, what do you have in your little bucket full of surprises for us? Yay.
Surprises. So just to go back to that top of mind word of being very purposeful, and I'll never forget the day that Dani said that, how she was really going through this, why are we forcing ourselves towards success? Like, it's already there, it's already waiting to meet us. And what I recognized in the being online, having been a brick and mortar owner, you get very caught up in just being in that world because you have to maintain and contain the actual physical space you live in. So you sit there and everybody comes to you, and being in an online world is a whole different gamut. It's deep and as wide equal parts, right? And there's just, with 7+ billion people on earth, and it's a rising number of how many people are getting online, because just with global situations, right? It's not shifting any, it's actually deepening to a greater place. And I really have to meet myself on that road of what am I chasing down on the path, first of all? What am I going after? And my thought is, you truly never build a business for any other purpose than to either sell it at top dollar eventually or leave it as a legacy. No one starts a business going, in a couple years, I'm going to dissolve it. That's what I'm getting. That's not the thought. And then as a woman, we have a different essence to it, right? It's very tied to our who we are, what we want to bring to the world, how we serve others, giving, nurturing. This is a whole big piece of us as entrepreneurs. And I put all that together and I take time off in December because it's my birthday month. I don't you all know me. I'm all about celebrating wins. So I have this whole 8-week system where you work hard for 7 weeks, and then you take the whole week off in the 8th week as your celebration. Well, I take a whole month off at the end of the year to really solidify and reassess and redesign and plan if I have to. And when I got to the heart of a female entrepreneur, why we do what we do, what's the purpose and why we want to create a better world. It has really very little to do with money. That's kind of like the 10th thing in line, right? Is like money. It's usually we treat our businesses like our children with so much care and love and affection, and we just want other people to feel the same. So then I was looking at that and I thought, what is that missing piece? And I'm gearing my business more towards it's still going to be focused for female entrepreneurs, but I'm really going to dig deep into this entrepreneurial leadership. Because what I believe is happening to most of us is we have this fire in our belly, right? It's just, oh, I have something to give. And it's so beautiful. And I want everybody to glow. I want everybody to be in love. Dani's words. I want everybody to have clarity, Melissa's word, right? And in that is balance. And I'm sitting here thinking, we have to stop feeling this conditional, inherent need for validation. The world doesn't need to validate us. We already love each other enough to just give each other a thumbs up. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we come together every Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an easy feat. We've been sick. We have families. We have other responsibilities. Dani has 5 businesses. I have 3 businesses. Melissa's got 8 kids, 5 dogs. I mean, it's like, come on. Every Friday we come together because we want each other to know that no matter what, whatever you choose to do in life matters to us too. And how we're going to do that is we just talk to each other about it. And then how do you build a business doing that? Is we have to support each other. Like, that's right, Dani, take your shoes off, go for a walk, feel the earth, and then go charge people thousands of dollars. That's okay. Right? It's okay to want that. It's okay to want to be there. And it all really lies in this leadership of, because we're constantly in doubt of like, oh, is this good enough? Is it powerful enough? Am I giving them what they want? And then we get super surprised when people sign up for our programs like, oh my gosh, I got one person to say, no, that is not a deserving thing. It's called a reciprocal giving of energy towards each other. And how we measure business is one way: money. You can't avoid that, people. Stop being afraid to talk about money. And again, if we take out the word deserving, it's really just human to human connection. I love you. You deserve what you ask for, right? Like, you ask for $500, I'll give it to you because I know there's some clarity in me that's going to happen, which means I've improved my life at a higher level. And if I improve my life, realistically, that 500 just tripled. I just tripled the $500 I paid Dani by choosing her into my life, by clearing out some crap. Now my value has just gone up another $1,000. Do you see? That's reciprocal love and give and love. That's business. That's how women see business. That's how we need to choose into business. Therefore, to be the CEO of your business is really to know we're not here to scam or to, mistreat each other. We're here to give into each other, and it's worth the price we're asking. Bottom line. That's it. End of story. right? Well, I don't know if I can afford it. Whenever I hear that, right, I always think you cannot not afford it, because that mentality is the reason why you can't. That mindset. Now, if you go see Dani for 6 weeks, an hour for 6 weeks, and you clear some money issue, you come back going, actually, let me give you more, because that means you're actually gaining more, right? My friendship with Melissa, ladies and gentlemen, we live about an hour and 20 minutes away from each other. My least favorite thing to do is laundry and driving. And I will drive to whatever this woman's got going on, right? Because it's of value to me. Her friendship raises my vibration as a human being. Why is it? It's worth, actually, sometimes it's about 2 hours because traffic is horrendous. If we start seeing business and people as an investment versus, like, can we, could we, should we really eradicate that behavior and thought that conditionally we need validation, we need people to give us kudos, right? I think we should just keep doing that for each other all day long, all the time. Like, oh my gosh, I messed up today. High five. Good job.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So that's really where I have a 5-day free, because me and freebies, we go hand in hand. So I'm doing a 5-day free. Oh my gosh, hello from Italy. Hello, Italy.
Woo-hoo.
Buongiorno. I think that's how. I don't know. I have a free 5-day retreat that is going to be part business. So I offered a brave retreat all of 2021, and it was very, very centered on business marketing, like one aspect of your business that you're going to market. And now I'm going to incorporate that leadership aspect with that business, because you don't need me to say, yep, that's the way you should do it. You just need my expertise in the systems and process and planning of business. You need to validate yourself with whatever decision you make. Here's the tool, and then you validate yourself in that. That's what I need for my business. Because women ask me all the time, well, what industry do you work in? I said, all of it. How's that possible? Well, the foundations of business doesn't change no matter what industry you're in, right? Systems don't change no matter what industry you're in. But what does shift is the mindset of the person. But unfortunately, as women, think about it. How many people do you see in the world that's actually a female, powerful business owner that we can look at and go, oh, that's how I would make a decision? It's built by men. And we have an assumption that that's how business should be built. And we women are just different. And that's okay. So.
Oh. Great. So Antonio has asked you, what's the topic today? Well, today is highlighting us, and on the first Friday of the month, each of us get to speak, and so Wonderful speaking today. And so, yay, thanks for joining in. Wonderful is all about business and leadership and heart and
for women. I'm just kidding.
For women, although, but I'm sure there's still a lot to learn for everyone. So Wonderful. I took your brave retreat. Thank you so much. The notes are right here. I plan to implement it and have a 3-day freebie. I promise. I swear to God, I will sometime in 2022. But do you have a new acronym for your newer program?
I do. So 2021 was all about bravery, which is an actionable physical step in the humans, right? When we're brave, we do something, we take action. So to build on that is, once we've hit the nerve of courage and taken that brave step, there's boldness that comes after, right? So 2022 is all about the boldness of an entrepreneur and how we move forward. Because honestly, there isn't a single person who has a business who is just waiting for the wind to blow their direction. There's not a single one of us that doesn't have at least a goal, no matter how minuscule. And that goal is in business is usually attached to a number, right? How many people you want to bring into your programs, how much money you'd like to earn or create in a quarter or in a year, right? That is synonymous to business. I So for me, I just want to support that endeavor in the most realistic way, because sometimes you get a little overboard of like, oh, I'm going to shoot for the moon. And even if I miss, I'll be among the stars. But the reality is, we still have this thing called life, right? We still have relationships we're building, caretaking for children and parents and whoever. And we have a life outside of business. And you have to realistically look at how much energy that's truly going to take to achieve that goal. And if you can do it with, a package of Rockstar every day, amen to you. But like with Dani, balance. You got to take care of you, them, us. So that's I don't even remember the question anymore, but that's what
Yeah, well, I was wondering what the new theme of your
bold.
summer
Yes,
camp. Yeah,
bold.
bold.
That's it.
Okay, great.
Bold. Because I love
Awesome.
acronyms. Acronyms are actually a really great training process because it's easy to remember. So for me, that's what I love.
Yay. Great.
Antonio is chatting with us here in the chat, you guys. We'd love to know how you found out about Forward Friday. Let us know.
Yeah, that's fun.
Decent is his word. Cool. Just let us
Right.
know how that's important for you. That's super great.
Yeah. Sorry, we're looking at the chat while we're talking.
I know. We're reading.
All three of us are like, oh, what's
Great.
So,
and
just tell us really quick. Well, we still have like 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about what brought you to, okay, so the name Lead Her Academy. How did that all come up, and how did all that come to fruition for you?
Thank you so much for asking. As some of you might know, and some of you who don't know, a little history on me is I have been an entrepreneur my entire adult life. I started 25 years ago. It fell in the lap, right? When you're in your 20s, you think you're invincible. People are asking you to partake in things. You're like, absolutely, without any knowledge of what you're getting yourself into. And but I really enjoy the adventure of entrepreneurship. It's very roller coastery, although I don't like real roller coaster rides. Uh, I really enjoy the uncertainty and the planning of that. So then, about 5 years ago, we let go of our brick and mortar, which, when you think about it in hindsight, right? Again, Dani's meeting destiny on the road. We didn't want to, we had to. And now I look back and go, oh my gosh, we'd be suffering if we hadn't, because COVID would have shut us down immediately. And then, so by the grace of God in the universe, 5 years ago, we let that go and didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I really started working with female entrepreneurs again by divine intervention. And then I started seeing the gap. Like, I started to see a real challenge between women who are very passionate about what they do, but the profit part just was not happening. Like, where is that coming from? And a lot of it is just real sound knowledge about business in general, just genuine business, right? So I thought, well, that's my expertise. Is I am very well informed in the intricacies and the back end of business. So I thought, oh, I'm going to put it out there, but it's kind of a boring subject. Like, it's not sexy, it's not glammy. It's like, who just looks at things that says systems and go, oh, I'm going for that. So, but as I kept digging and working with women, I saw that there's this leadership gap, that women have a tendency to get super excited and they pull back because it's like that self-doubt and insecurity really kicks in. And it's like, could I do it? Can I do it? I'm thinking, yeah. But then there's that thing called failure where we're really, it's a real challenge. Like, that's not just the thing we say, but fear
Here.
of failure is a real thing. And so I wanted to help women understand that failure is just a stepping stone to greatness. It's not a real, like, it drags you into the dirt. No, that's really just, oh, that was the wrong turn. Let's go the other way. Right. And keeping it very business, tactical, linear process. Because again, that's me. So I had to really figure it out. And it really came down to leadership versus systems and planning. That comes in when you're in there.
That's one thing that I loved about, well, one of many things that I loved about your Brave Retreat is you really hone in on getting rid of that fear and, and almost feeling like, guilty for not putting yourself out there, when you just want to like throw the covers over your head and not show up in the world and just hide. I love that what you gave to all of us in your retreats last year is just tools on how to get rid of that fear and be brave. So I am super excited about this new bold. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
What's your plan for this year, and what are dates, and how can people get a hold of you to try this out, check this out?
So I'll put the link in after our conversation. It starts January 17th. It's 5 days. It's just an hour of your time for 5 days, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So wherever you reside in the world, just know that it's Pacific Standard, PST. And we really walk through some decisions we need to make, because the three main portions of businesses, we really are always constantly looking how to boost our visibility, right? We have to know people need to know where we're at, who we are, and what we do. And then in that, we also should always be focused on growing the business. Like, what other things can we create from what we already have to increase our business in terms of offerings, product base, and multiple streams of income, and then increasing our revenue, right? Because money is a measure of success in business, and not that that's the only thing. So, and increasing your business really as an entrepreneur isn't about looking at your balance sheets or P&L, unless you're an accountant. Of course, you love that, right? But it's really about keeping track of your CRMs, your customer relations management. Who is buying from you? Why are they buying from you? Really, truly understanding your buyer's journey. Because at a certain point in business, usually a 3-year mark, you kind of have an idea who your ideal target market is. And there should be more than one category of that. And we're always leaning towards marketing towards them. And then the increase of revenue is really keeping track of who they are. Why do they love what you have to offer? And then continue to serve them at a deeper level from that space.
Perfect. So exciting. Thank you, Wonderful. We're looking forward to knowing, keep reminding us every week about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's great.
I'm all about repetition. And
repeat.
Yes, sidebar. I am starting a podcast this year too. Oh, hey. brave leadership. And I just want to put that plug out there because it's really about asking you who's been the bravest person in your life and what that has created in you as a brave woman. So please come join. It hasn't launched yet, but I'll let you know.
Yay, great, wonderful.
Yay.
All right. Well, do you want to close us out, Miss Wonderful, since you are the host this month of January?
Yes. Thank you so much for joining myself and my two amazing co-hosts, Dani Green, the guru of love, and Melissa Lavigne, the guru of friendship and connection and togetherness. And the three of us combined together help you move forward, not just on Fridays, but every day, in our collaborative communication of let's just chat about life, being women, and being in business. So join us every Friday here at 9:30. Buonasera. I don't even know what I'm saying. I know it's something in Italian, but thank you so much for joining us. And I think that's it, right? Is that
That's good.
I feel like it's been so long since we've been on here. I was like, how do I end
I
it?
know. If you
Yeah,
want to be a
very
guest
good.
on our show, I put the link
Yes.
there and you can give us your information and we'd love to have you be a guest on our show.
Absolutely. Yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Have a good week.